I mean, it's unspeakable horror that we're seeing in Gaza. The people are being starved. You know, it's the UN that is saying that 14,000 babies face starvation to death in the next few days unless aid gets in, and aid is not being allowed in. A tiny trickle as a charade to pretend that something is being done when in reality Gaza continues to be starved by Israel, and you have more and more openly genocidal statements by Israel's leaders talking about clearing Gaza out, taking over all of Gaza. Absolutely horrendous. And the question that has to be asked of everybody in this world is, are we all doing everything that we can to try and stop this? And the EU has not only not been doing that, it has been, the key powers in the EU have been funding and arming this genocide. Germany in particular is the second biggest funder of Israel after the US. And so they have always blocked, as the most powerful country in the EU, doing anything. It's, I mean, welcome, if extremely late, that now there's going to be a review. But it's all so unbelievably inadequate. Israel continues to have preferential trade access to the European Union, but there's also questions to the Irish government. Are they doing everything they can as opposed to just words? And the answer is they're not.
We'll come back to you on that, pick up on that point, because it's 2 weeks ago, it was Thursday 2 weeks ago, that Deputy Murphy crossed the floor of the House, handed those way bills to the Taoiseach to proof, as it was presented, that Irish legislation is being breached by munitions flying through Irish airspace. That was a difficult one for the government, I would have thought, Cormac.
Yeah, I mean, the fundamental issue with the flights is, while the government has often insisted that, you know, these kind of practices aren't taking place, they've never been able to prove that because inspections don't happen. You know, it's something that, you know, it's almost taken on trust, and there has been several cases of you know, reports that this is indeed taking place. But I mean, there's
these way bills set out exactly the detail of the munitions being carried on board. Sure,
yeah, no, it's certainly, you know, it's certainly something that Ireland could look at doing something about. I would suggest maybe that it's a fraction of the arms going to Israel, because the US can just fly stuff there directly themselves. But it's certainly one of the things that the government could look at doing something